From Northwest Atlanta, Georgia, CJ Stewart was once one of Major League Baseball's top prospects. He turned down a lucrative offer to play for the Chicago Cubs, instead attending Georgia State University. He's now mentoring young men and women through the game he loves. And for that, CJ Stewart joins the PP.com's Circle of Heroes.
It was a childhood dream of mine to play professionally. I mean, ever since I was young, around the age of 10 years old, I wanted to play for the Cubs. But as I got older, I just saw that I was getting so much closer to my dream, but mentally I just wasn't ready. I felt like if I would have just went ahead and signed and went ahead, I would have been out just as quickly as I would have signed. So it was just one of those things where just having good advice from my parents and my loved ones, the best thing was for me to go to Georgia State University. To understand the road ahead, you got to ask those coming back. So I've lived the life that I'm impressing upon the young men and ladies that I'm working with, and my life hasn't been perfect. You know, I've had some ups, I've had some downs, and the thing that I focus on is making sure that I'm honest and very transparent and letting them know so they can't be successful unless they understand what failure is. The second that I ask you, what is it that you want to be? If you tell me you want to be the President of the United States, then I'm going to hold you to a certain level from that point on. I ask God every morning when I wake up to bless me with the skillful hands to help those that are in need. We all have a purpose here on earth. This is my purpose. I love baseball. I've always loved it. Ever since I was a kid and watching my grandmother and watching her serve in the community, this is my way of saying thank you by serving others. This is what I'm supposed to do. I have young men that come in to me as early as 5 years old with a dream of playing college baseball at the very least and professional baseball. And what I do is make sure that I keep them on that right track by directing them. LEAD was born out of Diamond Directors. There are young men right here in the city of Atlanta that want to have that training but just don't have the money. So with LEAD, we provide all the exposure that they need. To date, 100% of my student athletes, which we call our ambassadors, have gone on to college, have enrolled, and 87% have received scholarships. So what I was able to do is come back into the inner city where I was born and raised and provide those services that were provided for me. Me making it as far as I did wasn't luck. It took a lot of prayer, but it took a lot of me being with the right people to make sure that I developed. A person who stayed the course, saw the importance of our youth. It's cliche. People say that youth today is our leaders for tomorrow. But again, words have meaning. You know, you can't develop leaders unless you give them the opportunity to lead. And that's what we're doing. And it worked for me. So I know it works for others. And if it can work for me, it can work for anybody else. That's what I want my legacy to be, is just pouring in others and giving everybody a chance.